Good afternoon, Whisperers. Good afternoon. Come in, come in. I know that the app is notifying everybody that we're live, so we're just going to give it a second to see if it's going live and if you're here. We're being told that there's some trouble even on uh, Facebook, that it can't be logged in. So that's not here nor there. We're not going to worry about that today either, because it just seems like it's par for today. Um, it's just a day. Come on in, everybody. Drop some comments in the chat there. Let us know that you're in here with us. Show us some love today, because I have some things to share with you guys today. And especially if you was listening to the show, I was able to listen to the podcast today. Well, let me just tell you, come on in. I got a story and a half to tell you about today's show. So get comfortable. Hope you have your water with you. Get ready to be active in the chat box, because I'm going to need your support today too. Because, today is always like a great day for me. Anytime that um, I get to come in and birth fabulous discussions with you. And it's so funny. I'm just being told that all of the networking channels that we broadcast to are down. So it's been that kind of day. So let me just get into this. Let me introduce myself. Let me give you guys at least a good, proper introduction, okay? So good afternoon, Whispers. Welcome to Whispers in a Bottle, Grown Talk Cocktail Fridays. This is the post show. My name is Sonia LeRae. I'm a lifestyle relationship counselor, fashion psychologist, educator, holistic health and wellness consultant, motivational speaker, and by far, I'm always honored to say that I am your host. We have our pre-show that is always so beautiful and live over on Noom Vibe. If you're not a part of Noom Vibe yet, please make sure that you DM us. Follow us first on Instagram at Whispers in a Bottle _podcast. Let me just give you that again. It's Whispers in a Bottle _podcast, and DM us the word Noom. You see how it's spelled? Noom. N as in Nancy, O double O's, M as in Mary. So we can get you an invitation so you can be over there with us. Yes, it's all about tech. It's a tech day issue. Let me just tell you. So, thank you so much. So ends up that today is such a powerful day, because I got to really kind of start our discussion off with the pre-show. And the pre-show was powerful. And I love whenever I get to really kind of delve into a topic that I know is so important. And today's discussion was self-development practices to detach from ego-driven reactions. And so I really set a beautiful, are we possibly having the podcast on YouTube? Nope, we're not. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you all of everything today. I'm going to talk about a little bit of everything, but I also want you all to kind of lean into this discussion. And I'm going to tell you why. So the discussion did not happen over on our main platform for Blog Talk Radio. We came in, set up. I got technically, these are not even the headphones. I got a little upset and I chucked the brand new ones. So I have to go get them. They're on the other side of the studio. And so I just kind of I was upset, because when we came in and we're in that space, we get a countdown clock for us. So we, of course, are signed in. We're ready to go. And we are now at a 3-minute marker to go live. And as we were doing that, we hear a voice come through, and it's from the main studios at Blog Talk Radio that says, "We're sorry, we're not able to put you through because we're having technical issues. We're shutting down in 4, 3, 2, and our studio went black." So my screen, like you see me on this screen right now, if literally I was on Blog Talk, that's what we saw. My screen went black. So where I normally can see everything, the panel, I can see who's calling in, I can see our screen is totally went black. And I thought like, maybe I hit a button wrong. So I just kind of reset it and hit again. And when I did it the second time, it just said that due to technical difficulties, the show will not be broadcasting. We cannot allow broadcasting at this time. Today's discussion is on detaching from ego-driven reactions. And as I walked that backwards, I'm going to tell you guys, the word for today's discussion that we were going to lean into was detach. And that means to disengage something or part of something. Parts of it or some part of it you disengage. You remove it. So it means to disengage or remove it. And in turn, I decided to remove the ego-driven reaction that I really could have had with regards to our Prime Studio, Blog Talk Radio. And I could have gone in, I could have bashed them. So essential, your ego was tested today. Very much so. Very much so. And in a space and a place where we are, or I am in a place in a space where I am setting the tone, the texture for my community and for the whisperers, how was I going to allow this to resonate and actually start to have the right decimal to be received even for me? So, in all of my discussions, I tell you about the master keys. I tell you the master keys are there for what reason? They unlock the chambers, the corridors, the hallways, the secret compartments of our hearts and our mind. In that split second, I could have thrown my master keys in the toilet. But in that split second, I went and I retrieved the master key that is necessary, called patience, self-compassion, reflection, and control. Because in every element of that space, I had to put that armor on today, and I had to open up the channels to allow my ego to be subdued. Because of course you feel angry because you want to come in and you want to give this discussion that I've literally, because I spend hours on thinking about what I want to bring forward to you. I spend countless time of notes. These are notes. These are notes from my every discussion that I have. These are notes, things I don't want to forget to tell you all, points that I want to bring out in every discussion. Was I going to allow it to be that it was going to just end up engulfing me in every way and in every channel and every vibe that I was going to have? Was I going to be able to sit here and speak to you and literally be able to say, yes, I was tested. Yes, today tested my ego and I failed. Or yes, today my ego was tested and I placed all the master keys that I give out in my discussions, that I build upon in my practice, what I work with my clients on a daily basis. Was I able to utilize them myself? Yes, I was. See, whisperers, it's important for me as a person, not just a therapist, as a host, to be able to really kind of connect with everything that I'm teaching. So why am I sharing this with you? Because in the meantime of this broadcast now at 4:15, I went over onto my Instagram page and I said to everybody, and I don't go live on Whispers in a Bottle that often at all. I went live over there to find out if I could receive help. I asked for help. Was anyone aware of any platform that allows live broadcasting? Because we are a live radio show. We are not a scripted podcast that we're going to go in and lay down track and then put it up at a later date and have it go live. We are live right there in the spot. We take our callers, we take it very serious. I'm dedicated to what I do. And I'm serious about what I'm birthing inside of this space and place. And it's not about clicks. It's not about, elevating and this, oh, I'm able to do. No, it's not about that. As they say, clout chasing. That's not it. I went over there and I asked for help. Sometimes we need help. Even though we're pouring out and we give extension of help, we do different things. Does your ego allow you to ask for help when you need it? Or do you feel that you're above everyone, that you don't need help? You shouldn't have to ask for help, or I should already know. See, that's when we have to detach, disengage, remove. And that's what I did. And lo and behold, in doing that, someone that I connected with that I thought was bringing some great information into our space and place came on and dropped me a line and was like, look, I can help you. I got a couple of suggestions. I even know some other things that may even help you more, that can be reliable and help you to really build that base that your audience does not feel that you're going to be there. Then 1 minute, maybe you're not. Because I don't ever want you to feel that I'm not there, because in my day-to-day life, all of you all who work with me, all of you who know me, even those that are coming to know me, I'm a person that shows up. I'm a person who is accountable. I'm a person who believes in accountability as well. And so for me, this is another space and place that I must be accountable for. And I value you as my audience, as my community, as my whisperers, to give you that dignity and respect that you deserve. So, how are you attaching to your ego? What are you placing in that space and place in the reactions that you get or give out to others when things don't go your way? Do you give yourself the power in pausing to give yourself the grace that you need to be able to reflect and to know where you are to step into, or maybe you need to step out of? So I didn't get to have the discussion that I really planned on having with you, but don't worry. I'm telling you right now, we're working on getting this episode placed back into rotation. It's not going to be weeks and months that you don't get to hear this, because you are going to hear it. We are not going to do a pre-show. We may do something a little bit that's in line with this, that is going to be different than what you got today, but it is always going to be something that connects together, that brings every part of our discussion, every part of the pillar of our foundation that we're lying to understanding the ego in harmony, because that's what's important to me. Yes, humility and ego cannot coexist. You reset. Yes, yes, you rested in that humility. And that's the biggest thing. We have to be willing to do that. I love that comment. Matter of fact, I'm going to start that comment because I want to really feature that comment, because that is beautiful. And whisperers, sometimes we as people, we have to really be willing to do that. We have to be willing to know that we have to give ourselves that grace. And grace looks different for all of us. So the chip can't be here. It can't be here if you want to lead with humility, if you want to lead with grace, if you want to lead with love, if you want to lead with integrity. That chip can't be here. So with that being said, everybody, I'm so grateful that you spend your life seconds with me. I'm so glad that you came in here today and just let me kind of pour into you and let you know what has taken place with Whispers in a Bottle. And I'm gonna show up next week if they got everything fixed on Blog Talk Radio, until we get situated on wherever we're gonna go. I'm gonna be on Blog Talk Radio and I'm gonna show up with bells and whistles on. So don't forget, you're always a part of a community that is going to stand strong. And like I said, no community is it. We can't have a strong community if we're all not together. Because when that community, that wind and those storms and everything kind of lash against us, when we stand together fortified. So I thank you all for doing that with me and even being willing to shore me up sometimes. Like today, Trey, he shored me up today. He came in, he poured into me, he allowed me to speak, he allowed me to share what I needed to share. And then he said, you know what? Let me grab you by the hand. Let me talk to you. Let's meet up. Let's set up a meeting together. Let's do this, that, and the other. And let me see if I can really help to guide you in the right direction. And sometimes we need that. But if we lead with ego, we never can get the right guidance. So, with that being said, everybody, my name is Sonia Lorray. I'm a lifestyle relationship counselor, fashion psychologist, holistic health and wellness consultant, and motivational speaker. But by far, I'm always honored to say that I am the host of Whispers in a Bottle, Grown Talk Cocktail Fridays, that's live every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, currently at blogtalkradio.com/whispers in a bottle. Don't forget, if you would like to hear our pre-discussions on the Noom Vibe app, please make sure that you follow us on Instagram at whispers in a bottle _podcast. DM us the word Noom, not Gnome, but Noom, Noom, and we will get you an invitation. With that being said, everybody, I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Please stay safe. Really kind of let this kind of resonate with you a little bit and sit and think about where your ego is and how you're leading with it, or maybe how you are reacting with it. All right, guys, take care.